sausage McMuffin, and then you go on to the day and you have another sausage. You know what I'm talking about?
27 questions.
27 weeks.
27 pedestrians.
My ultimate hangover cure is a big poo. It is honestly the best hangover cure ever. After that would be like KFC or Macca's, soft drink, soda water, or lying in the sun.
Billy's, lots of weed, and burgers, weed and burgers.
Barocca, Zupa Duper, soda water, lemon, Diet Coke, maybe some avocado toast.
A, drink like at least a litre of water. B, have a cold shower, like ice cold shower. It's amazing. And then go for a run after said cold shower. And then if it's a Sunday, my ultimate hangover cure would be a Bloody Mary.
I don't have the answer for you because every time I drink, I always suffer. Sleep, feeling sorry for myself, and rewatching the night that was on like Instagram just to feel like it was kind of worth it. That's probably mine.
It begins the night before. You're having shots with Barocca. So, you know, the tequila is for 1 a.m.u and the Barocca is for 9 a.m.u. So, you know, the hangover cure begins the night before.
Like 2 Nurophens before you sleep, that will bonk you right out. You'll be like, and then wake up a Barocca and... So that's the ultimate cure for me. Oh, McDonald's breakfast. You gotta have a McDonald's breakfast in there with bacon, eggs, sausage McMuffin, and then you go on to the day and you have another sausage. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't drink. I don't have any interest in alcohol or anything. So I've always kind of been just the deso. So I'm the one who hands out water at parties and stuff like that and make sure everybody gets home.
With a hangover, the way I see it, if you treat a hangover right, it'll treat you right. You know, if you take advantage of it, it'll just bite you on the ass. If you're up early enough, I'd say like a solid French toast breakfast with some apple juice would probably be a good start. And then maybe like something real greasy for lunch, like some fried chicken or something. And then if you haven't shaken it by that point, just more greasy food, to be honest.
While you're drinking, you have to drink water, like ideally as much water as alcohol, but obviously you're going to like wee a lot. Have a cheeky spew if you can. And then the next day, like Barocca and fruit.
Sleep and lots of it. I once, after a hangover, slept for 16 hours. And then afterwards, I could just go for a straight run. It was amazing.
Luckily for me, I don't get hangovers. I don't know why. I just don't. So I don't need a cure.
Part of the excitement for me going out on a night is looking forward to the drunk feed on the way home and being a piece of shit the next day. You're simply just watching movies and eating shit and just having no responsibility in the world. So chilling out and eating shit, sometimes running it off, but no, chilling out and eating shit's way better.
So I actually haven't had a drink in almost 3 years, but I have to say when I was hungover, I was a terrible hungover person. I was just sick. So my go-to would always be Vegemite toast.
Probably happens a bit too often to me. I think on a Sunday, I think the thing that answers all of life's problems for me is a swim in the ocean, followed by a nice big long run. Try not to feel too sorry for yourself. Try and do something that makes you a little bit better, and maybe the Sunday scaries won't be too bad that week.
Honestly, silence and darkness. Silence and darkness is the ultimate hangover cure for me.
Ultimate hangover cure, I think it would always be bacon and egg roll with fresh OJ. Always seems to help out. The only other way is just to keep drinking, and that definitely stops a hangover.
I'm all about the nug life. Like, if I'm at home in my own bed, then I'm Uber Eatsing nuggets and an extra large Coke, and then I will stay there and binge some kind of TV on my Netflix. But the nug life is gold.
My ultimate hangover cure is not drinking so much now, which is probably showing my age a bit, because I remember when I was younger, I was able to party every night for 6 nights a week and be fine and rock up to work the next day, but I just can't do that anymore.
I'm a cheap drunk, so I don't get drunk too often. Also, I'm still young and fresh, so that's fine. And it sounds stupid, water or chicken nuggets, which I have all the time anyway, so it's probably just an excuse.
So I used to just tack vomit in the front yard. And what that meant was when I went to Europe with my mates and it was party time, I was just, when we'd hit that limit, I'd go straight to the bathroom, fingers down the throat, tack vom, and I was ready to roll.
I'm an old fart. I haven't had a hangover because I just haven't been drinking in many, many years.
I start with a long shower and then some sort of hot, greasy food, and then I just sort of sit and hope that it ends.
My spin cycle studio, Bodie and Ride, which I know sounds crazy, but it's just like a place that's a second home for me. And every Sunday morning when I'd go to my 9 a.m. class, our trainer would always say, you have to sweat out all your drinks from last night. And like, that was the hangover cure. So yeah, I'll see you in a spin class.
When hungover, it's all about comfort. So it's like comfort food, comfort media. So it'll be something fried, something greasy, and then I'll probably like throw on like a superhero movie or something. The amount of times my housemates have had to put up with superhero movies every Sunday and the smell of fried food. Yeah, comfort food and comfort media.
Condo Chicken and Chips. So Condo or Condobolin is a town. It's about 60 k's east of here. And when me and my other half have a big weekend, we will jump in the car with the excuse that we need to go grocery shopping, purely just to go to Condobolin and get some deep fried chicken and chips and a Coke.
I was ordering from Pedestrian Group so much that I moved house, and when the guy came to deliver my food one day, he was like standing at the door, are you Sarah? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, did you used to live in Marrickville? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh my God, we didn't know that you'd moved, but like so glad that you can keep ordering. And I'm like, please just give me my food. I'm too hungover. But he just looked at me like I was some sort of celebrity, gave me my food, left, came back and knocked on the door and was like, I just want to check that it's the right thing. Like, I don't want to mess this up for you. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So shout out to Pedestrian Kebabs. They're my faves.